Seeking the lost, yes, kindly entreating, wanderers on the mountain astray. Come unto me, his message repeating, words of the Master speaking today. Going afar.
The splendor of a king, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God! And all will see how great is our God! How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands.
How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. You're the name above all names. You are worthy of all before time began. You are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone. You are God alone. From before time began, you are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone.
You're unchangeable,
Unchangeable,
unshakable,
unshakable,
unstoppable,
unstoppable.
You are.
That's who you are.
Unchangeable,
Unchangeable,
unshakable,
unshakable,
unstoppable,
unstoppable.
You are.
That's who you are.
You are God alone.
From before time began, you are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone. You are God alone. From before time began, you are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone.
So
Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Hello everyone, welcome, happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
I'm so excited today. I feel the Holy Spirit moving in this place. And I say that because, alright, for the freshmen you don't know this, but there's been Campus Sabbath where there's only been like 10 people, maybe even less. But here we have a lot, probably like the most I've seen since I've been here, like through my 4 years here, 3 years here. And I'm really excited. I'm happy that you guys are here. So many new faces. I'm happy guys. So, I just have a few announcements to go over. But before that, I'd like every freshman or visitor just to raise your hand, just so everyone knows. Alright guys, make an effort. For the members that have been here, make an effort to say hello to them, make them feel welcome, please.
Hello, welcome.
Alright, so just some announcements. Let me open them up real quick. Okay, so Bible study is every Friday, guys. Currently, we're having it at the second floor of the new business building. They renamed it to the Master Center for Business. So that's where Bible study is every Friday. It starts at 7 p.m. And also, for all the members that are here, we sent out an email last week for volunteers. Fortunately, no one responded. So I took it on the liberty, the e-board took it on the liberty of ourselves to put people's names with random numbers, and then we assigned different people to different dates. So we'll be coming to you, asking you, requesting you to host Bible study. And remember guys, you're not hosting Bible study on your own. We're doing it as a group. You have a support network, you have the e-board, you have us. We love to help out and basically just do things on campus, because how else are we going to get people to truly know the Word of God? The best way to do that is through small groups, and Bible study is where it starts. So another announcement is that, okay, there's this event going on at Cornell by a campus ministry called Anu. Now, Anu is a ministry, the president of that ministry came here, he visited one time for a Campus Sabbath. Actually, a revival event that we were having. He invited us to this event where a whole bunch of Christian orgs from all these different campuses are going to be there in Cornell. Now, get this, the best part is, if you want to go, it won't cost you a dime, it won't cost you a penny. That's about an hour or two away from here. And we have transportation means, it's an all-day thing, it'll be on a Sabbath, October 17th. So if you're interested, please let me know. Meals will be included there. Question?
I want to go.
Alright, okay, so if you want to go, just let either me, Mark Lee, or Kendra, or Raynell know by the end of today. We need to get a good amount, a good head count, just so that we know how transportation will be for those people who want to go. Also, every year in the fall semester, we usually go to Amsterdam. Now, who organizes that? Alicia. Now, if you guys don't know about Amsterdam, it's all in it's basically hosted on, I forget the brother's name, but he has his own property. What's his name? Larry, brother Larry. He has his own property, and usually on that day we go, we worship, we have a small Bible study, we do different events there, and it's just nice farmland. It's just a nice breakaway from campus, and it's basically a unity event. We all get to know each other well. We just we commune with one another, and it's an all-around good event. You could ask any member who's gone. It's all fun. Visitors are welcome. That's in the works. That's going to happen next month, so just keep that on your calendars. Yes.
That's the last Sabbath in October. The last Saturday in October.
Okay, so then that would be the 31st.
No,
But I have to talk to Alicia.
the 30th, because Halloween is the 31st. Isn't it?
Yeah, 31st is on a Sabbath this next month.
It is? Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, basically.
But we'll talk with Alicia. We'll get a set confirmed date. Also, prayer partners. So everyone has been assigned a prayer partner. At least everyone that I had that's not new that I haven't met you today. So if you want to know your prayer partner, that's for the whole semester. Now, some people have personal testimonies. I've seen a relationship develop through prayer partners. Mark Lee and Lester, they used to know each other on basically a okay level, and now they share a lot about themselves with one another. And prayer partners has been a blessing through their lives. With me, I have my personal prayer partner back at home, and the amount of blessings that have happened just through that. There's a specific thing that happened between me, my prayer partner, and Kendra, and it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a whole story in itself. It's a testimony. But I cannot stress enough, you guys should utilize prayer partners. And if you are interested, for any of the new faces here that you think you might not have a prayer partner, or I'll come to you. If you'd like a prayer partner, please let me know. I'll assign you a prayer partner. And it's as simple as just calling up someone, meeting up someone on Sabbath, or just any time of the week that you're free and asking, hey, can you pray about this for me? Hey, I'm going through this. It's basically a way for us to be unified. Because what other way would you get unified in such a Christ-like way? Through prayer. So going alongside that, we're also trying to do group workouts. So we all want to keep the health message very alive in this ministry, and we're trying to do group workouts. A lot of you guys say, oh, I want to go to the gym. Some of you guys, I hope, any of the freshmen, I hope you guys don't get the freshman 15. I sincerely hope you don't. So what better way to put off that freshman 15 or that extra weight than by doing group workouts? So we're trying to find out a good time to host for that. We need your guys' feedback. We need you guys to tell us when's the best time, what would you like to do, where would you like to do it, etc. So just keep that in mind. Also, Lester has a final announcement, and I'll give it to him.
Well, before I give that one announcement about the Cornell new conference, we'll also be doing outreach on the university with all of the campus ministries there too. So this definitely will be a blessing. So I definitely encourage anybody who is interested, please come out. But my announcement is actually about that same weekend as well. It's also about that same weekend as well. in Livingston Seventh-day Adventist Church in Hudson, New York. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Elder Moses Mason, but he's going to be there doing a revival that weekend, and I highly encourage that each of us do make it, try to come out for that weekend. You can be presenting stuff on prophecy, President Truth. Definitely, I think this is the messages that we should be hearing today, and so the transportation will be covered for us. It's just about if you want to go. And basically Friday night, at 6 to 8:30. Sabbath, if you're going to the Cornell thing, we will miss the Sabbath. But if you choose not to go to Cornell, I highly recommend to go there. And then Sunday morning from 9 a.m. to noon. If you want more information about that, you could ask me, or I'm pretty sure Roberto will speak more about it in the future. But definitely, I highly encourage each of you guys to make an effort to attend.
Hello, everyone. My church, the Joy of Troy Seventh-day Adventist Church, will be having an event tomorrow in Albany in Lincoln Park. We're having a Let's Move event and a church picnic right after that. So Lincoln Park is sort of between Eagle and Morton Avenue. So I can talk to you later about how bus-wise that would work from wherever you're coming from. I used to live around the corner, so I'm pretty sure I can get you there by bus. But yeah, there will be a 5K walk and lots of health stuff, some health ministry things going on there. So if you want to come, just let me know and I'll tell you how to get there.
It's now time for a testimonial prayer. And anyone have any testimonies they'd like to share? Like anything that you'd like to thank God for during the week?
I want to thank God that one of my friends that's actually from my church back home, one of her lungs collapsed a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And she actually got released from the hospital 2 days ago. So, so I'm very thankful for that. It was hurting me because I was here and I couldn't go visit her or see if she's in the hospital. But I'm very thankful that she actually made it up and she's back home.
Anyone else?
I just want to thank God for His providence, for caring about what goes on in our lives, and for continually watching over us. Because God is a very personal God. He knows what's going on in your life, and I've just experienced God working to continually draw me closer and closer to Him. So I just want to thank Him for His loving kindness towards me, and especially my family as well.
I have a testimony. So being president, I've never been president before. I've always been just on the e-board, doing my thing, trying to support the ministry. So now that I'm president, I feel like a lot more responsibilities on my plate, and I feel more of an urge to basically invite people that I didn't really invite before. And it's bad because I should have been inviting my friends. I should have been telling them to come to events, but now I feel more of an urge to. So I was texting some of my friends to come to, we had a Religion 101 event. Basically the Interfaith Center, they host all different faiths. So all different faiths are allowed to come here and basically use the space for their personal events or whatever. But they usually do a Religion 101 event where they bring in other faiths. And that faith talks about what they believe in, why they believe in it, etc. So this week they asked us Seventh-day Adventists to basically explain what we believe in. And Gary Wagner, who used to be the president of Campus Ministry, came here and he was explaining. So I wanted people to come, not only from the ministry, but people outside. So I neglected it kind of at the beginning, but then I said, well, why not just send a text to my friends? Like, all it takes is a text to see if they want to go or see if they're interested in going. And I sent out a few texts, and I think it was like 4 or 5 people. Unfortunately, one didn't respond, and 2 people said they couldn't make it. Another person said she would have come, but she had just made plans with someone else to go get froyo or something like that. So I was actually really surprised at her response because I didn't expect her to say, "Oh, I would have come." And then I told her about Bible study, and she was like, "Oh, let me know about Bible study. I'll come for Bible study. I'll see what I'm doing." So I'm really I'm excited because you don't know the other people's response until you ask, and it's just like that saying that goes, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Like, you miss every opportunity that you don't ask someone. A simple text, a simple call. "Hey, do you want to come to this event?" And you can't, the way that you do it, you can't just be you're just serving them a plate with unseasoned tofu or something like that. You have to prep it up, make it nice. Obviously not sugarcoat it, but everyone, the word of God, it appeals to everyone in a different way. So you have to appeal to that person at their need. And I thank God because now I see how easy it is just for something so small like a text. A text could be the seed for a blessing. And I'm just thankful that God showed me that lesson this week.
So I'll just ask you all to kneel as we go to prayer. Dear Lord, I'd like to thank you for bringing us to another Sabbath day. You know everything that goes on in our lives, everything, no matter what it is. I'd like to thank you for all the miracles and wonders you have performed in our lives every day. You keep us in a position to keep falling in love with you. I ask that you please give us strength to carry on and to never give up on our faith. I ask that you please be with your manservant today. Please use him to speak to us. Please open up our minds and hearts so that we may be able to receive the blessing and message that you are trying to convey to us today. I ask as we depart from this place later that you may be with us and help us to share your word to everyone we meet. Amen.
Amen.
So it is that time of service again, where it is our opportunity, it is our privilege to acknowledge what the Lord has done for us and to give back to Him. Campus ministry, in doing campus ministry, there are expenses, and we do welcome, whatever offerings that you do have, and the Lord sees it as well. He's willing. He loves it when His children can acknowledge the blessing that He's given to them, and they want to give back to Him very willingly. So at this moment, we're doing a collect offering. If you have a song to sing.
Oh, give thanks unto
the Lord, for He is good. Yes, He is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. Yes, He is good. For He is worthy, worthy. For He is good. Yes, He is good. For He is worthy, worthy. For He is good. Yes, He is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. Yes, He is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. Yes, He is good, for He is worthy, worthy. For He is good. Yes, He is good, for He is worthy, worthy. For He is good. Yes, He is good. Yes, Father and Lord, indeed you are good to us. Even though we are undeserving, Father, you have still looked upon us in pity, Lord, and you have still granted us life. You have still granted us health, strength, Lord, and we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Lord, as we give back to you, we're praying, Lord, that you will please bless this as little, as much as it may be. Lord, we're praying that you'll guide us in ways to spend it, Lord, and that it may further your ministry here on this campus, Lord. Continue to bless and keep us, Lord. Watch over your children all over the world as they continue to worship and praise your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
Our scripture reading is taken from Revelations 14, verses 6 to 12. That's Revelations 14, verses 6 to 12, and we will read alternative. You can say amen when you can.
Amen.
Revelation 14, 6 to 12. And I begin. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of the heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and every nation and kindred and tongue and people.
Saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, the sea and the fountains of water.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark on his forehead or in his hand,
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Together.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Amen.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I'm going to be presenting the speaker today, Michael Cuke. Now, Michael Cuke is a brilliant young high school man. He sings, he preaches, there's like nothing he can't do. If I was in high school at his time, I would want to be his friend. He's a cool kid, and I see his posts on Facebook sometimes. Not to be too creepy, but I think you posted a photo, or someone posted a photo of you and your siblings, and like someone had a shirt. It was like I forgot what it said, but you all looked like serious, and I think you might have been the only one who was smiling or something. And I was just like, man, like this photo is perfect. Like this is so funny. All right, he's gonna be speaking to us about the three angels' message. I hope you guys are ready to receive the word. And to introduce him and to get us in the mood for receiving the word, I just have a small poem that I'm gonna say. So I said this poem last semester. I recited it last semester, but I'll recite it again for those of you who don't remember or didn't hear. So the title of the poem is called JMK. Trust God and serve Him, and you'll get the house that you desire. Just trust in Him and let Him be your endless materialistic blessing supplier. Follow His commandments, and He'll give you a job with a 401k. Follow Jesus, and He'll drain the stress of getting your bills paid. It's a simple equation, really. Just show Him some love and a little bit of obedience, and He will return with a showering of monetary and physical convenience. Yes, God will bless you with the physical necessities that you require, but the primary focus in these types of sermons portray my God as an objective satisfier, as if the scope of His love didn't cover wider. It's nice to have security and a luxurious way of living, but what is it all worth if every day I keep on sinning? I mean, the end is here, and I'm sure you've been told endlessly. Will it still be a blessing to be left behind when Jesus comes and you witness it in the comfort of the cream leather inside your Enzo Ferrari? Let's think here for a minute and reevaluate the focus of our preaching. Are we touching the souls the way Jesus intended for us to be teaching? We tell people that Jesus died for them because He loved them so, but we need to tell them why He did it and the love they didn't know. Think about it. I can tell you how great a person my biological father is, but by raising a family of 6, he raised himself from circumstances economically unfortunate. But unless I tell you about his character and why he did all this, you'll miss the reasons and never understand the nature of his temperament. Similarly, apply this concept to the love of Christ. We preach about his sacrifice, but leave behind why he chose to pay the price. It was because of love. A human mind is too finite and simple to understand with the intricacies of his master plan and the desired intimacy of holding us closer than by hand. We took a step down from the throne while we are searching to uplift our own. He disengaged from his crown and asked us for a personal engagement that we continue to turn down. He even gave us physical representations of how closely he yearns for us, using sex through marriage, the entering of a being into another, just because he wanted to display his love that burned through the scars of his cuts, bruises, and gaping wounds that poured out his blood, just so our filthy, disgusting lives can be cleaned from the mud, the sludge called sin that kills more lives than any other earthly toxins. And yes, I'm telling you that those who open their phones in this holy place just to check Instagram or other social media options are exposing themselves to the death the same way the smoke of a cigarette takes the place of oxygen. If you haven't realized yet, you need to reach the point where you'd rather die than commit the smallest transgression, because Jesus is almost done in the most holy place with his